Good morning, students. Students, today we are going to start with chapter 11, Ratio and Proportion. In mathematics, the proportion of two numbers can also be expressed as their ratio. So, proportion is written as, for example, if I have to write proportion of 1:2, so I'll write in this way. Sign for proportion I will use here as a colon. So, and I'll read it as 1:2. Okay. So, proportion 1:2 will be written like this. Or same proportion can also be represented as a ratio as 1/2. So, that means I can write the same number as proportion as 1:2, or I can also write it as 1/2. So, students, simply we can say that ratio is simplest form of a fraction. So, if I have any fraction and if I simplify it, the simplest form can be called as a ratio of the two numbers. Okay. When finding the ratio of two quantities of the same kind, their measures must be in same units. So, this is very important point. If we have two different units, we must convert it to same unit and then find ratio of both numbers. So before we start with the exercise, let's write down some conversion units which we have done in previous class also, but still I want you all to write down some basic things like 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 kilogram is 1000 grams. 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. I have written here in short form ml. So it is milliliter, which can be written in short as ml. 1 rupee is 100 paise and 1 meter has 100 centimeter. So suppose we have two quantities, one with unit hour and one with unit minutes. So that means to find the ratio, we have to convert both either into hour or into minutes. We cannot find ratio with two different units. So this conversion is very important. So you all must write down, okay, and learn these basic units again, okay. So let's start with practice set 28. So let's start with practice set 28. In problem 1, we have 6 sub-questions. In each example below, find the ratio of the first number to the second. So first example is 24 and 56. So students, we will write here 24 upon 56. Okay. Now we have to find a number which should be a common divisor for both. Okay, find the highest possible number. So 24 and 56, they both are in table of 8. So I can write here 24 divided by 8 and 56 divided by 8. So 8 threes are 24, 8 sevens are 56. So I got here a ratio as 3/7, which can be written as 3:7. Okay. So the ratio can be written as 3/7 or 3:7. Right. Next is 63 upon 49, because we are writing first number to the second. So first number divided by second. So 63 and 49 both are divisible by 7. So I can write here 7 nines are 63, 7 sevens are 49. So further simplification is not possible. So I'll write it as 9:7. Let's try the same method for the next sum. 52 is to 65. So you can see 52 and 65, they both are divisible by 13. So I'll write here 52 divided by 13. 65 is divided by 13. Okay, so you have to always find out maximum possible number which can divide it. We can call it as highest common factor. So 13 fours are 52, 13 fives are 65. So I got the simplest form of the ratio as 4:5. Okay. Similarly, 84 divided by 60. So 84 and 60, they both are in table of 12. So I'll write here 84 divided by 12 upon 60 divided by 12. So 12 sevens are 84, 12 fives are 60. Again, it is simplest form, so I'll write it as 7:5. Okay. Now the next one is 35 upon 65. So I'll write here 35 divided by 5, and 65 is also divided by 5. So 5 sevens are 35, and if I divide 65 by 5, 5 ones are 5 and 5 threes are 15, because 13 fives are 65. So 7 upon 13 is also simplest form. So I'll write here 7:13. Okay. So that is how we convert any given numbers into simplest form of the ratio. Now look at the sixth sum, 121 and 99. So 121 is divisible by 11. 99 is also divisible by 11. So 11 ones are 11. Again 11 ones are 11. Okay. Then 11 nines are 99. So I got here simplest form of the fraction as 11:9. So in first part of this exercise, we saw that if we have numbers with the same unit, here there was no unit, so we will take it as the same quantities with the same unit. You can simply divide it by a common factor. Okay, try to divide it by highest common factor. Okay, if you know. If you don't know, you can repeatedly divide by smaller numbers also. Now look at the second part. Find the ratio of the first quantity to the second one. Here we will get units of the given numbers. So we have to carefully see that both the units are same. Like first example is 25 beads and 40 beads. So here unit is beads. So they are same. So there is no issue. We can directly find 25 upon 40. So I can write here 25 divided by 5, 40 divided by 5. So 5 fives are 25 and 5 eights are 40. So I get here ratio as 5:8. Remember, don't write units while writing ratio. A ratio doesn't have unit. Okay, quantities have units. But when I write a ratio of 25 beads to 40 beads, so I have to write ratio as 5:8. Okay. So let's continue the same thing to the next sum. Again, rupees, 40 rupees and 120 rupees. Both numbers have same unit. So I can directly find the ratio. So I can divide 40 by 10 and 120 by 10. I'm not dividing it directly with highest common factor. I'm dividing by 10. So 10 fours are 40 and 12 tens are 120. So I'll write 4 upon 12. And then I will divide this by 4. As you can see that 4 and 12, they both are divisible by 4. So 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So students, I have not divided this number directly by 40, okay, because I wanted to tell you that you can divide multiple times to get the simplest form of the fraction. So this method can also be used for finding ratio. So now I can write my answer. Simplest form of the ratio is 1:3. Okay. Now look at the next sum. Here you have two numbers 15 and 1, but they have different units, 15 minutes and 1 hour. So I cannot find ratio of this number directly. So I have to write here 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. That means now I have same units, 15 and 60 minutes. So ratio will be written for 15 minutes and 60 minutes. Remember, so I will not write here 1 hour. Instead, I'll write 60 minutes because 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. Now 15 and 60 both, they are divisible by 15. So let's divide by 15. 15 ones are 15. 15 fours are 60. So ratio is 1:4. So ratio of 15 minutes to 1 hour is 1:4. So be careful when you have two different units. Remember to convert it into the same unit. Like here we converted both into minutes. Okay. So today we will conclude here till problem number 3. I'll do remaining sums in the next video, but I want you all to try on your own, fourth sum onwards, so that you will understand the concept better. Okay, so we will continue this exercise in the next video. Thank you, students.